Yo, what's good everyone? It is GlitchXCity here, and today I'll be giving you guys my Week 5 matchup. I'm sorry, Brent. I'm so sorry. But I'm going to give you guys my Week 5 match against Selisong, coach of the Tulsa Teddiursas, who are, as of now, 0-4. So they are undefeated. What the heck? I'm not undefeated, but they haven't won a match yet. But you know, you never know. You never know. I mean, she's our, wow. This is our Week 5 opponent, and as you can see on your screen, we got the matchup right here. Her team is very threatening. I'm kind of surprised she's 0-4 considering how threatening this team is with how much power and bulk it has. But let's get right into it. As you can see on our team, you guys already know what we have, but you know, I'm not even going to go over it. But on her side, she hasn't made any trade so far, but she got Landers Darien, which is, you know, like the most stupidest thing on OU tier. Not the stupidest thing, but like the most common thing you'll see in OU. It could be defensive with Rocky Helmet, Scarved. It could be yeah, it could be Scarved, it could be Bandit, it could be Swords Dance plus Rock Polish. Yeah, it gets rocks and U-turn and knockoff as well. Got Mega Charizard X here. Could be a D-Dance user, which is very threatening because I really don't have many answers for it. In terms of Dragon Dance, the ways I've been handling it these past few weeks have been max HP, max defense of Azumarill, but I'm not gonna bring that today. When you guys see the actual team. And we got Vaporeon, very good defensive wall, gets Wish, Protect, Baton Pass, Scald, kind of one-sided, but it's very good at what it does. We got Donphan, very good Rapid Spin user with Ice Shard, gets Earthquake and Rocks, knockoffs, kind of thing like Landers, except it doesn't get U-turn. We got Azelf, very threatening, can be put in so many ways, 125 or 130 in both physical and special attacks. Could be wrong, but very threatening either way, base 115 speed, gets immense amount of coverage. And also today that Landers Darien is also her Z-move user. We got Bisharp, very threatening, even though it's slow with that 4 times weakness, it still hits really hard with that knockoff, which is very very important in terms of League and Smogon in general, Smogon battles in general, because knockoff takes out the items ever since the huge boost. We got Sylveon, very good cleric, like Vaporeon. I would say the only difference between them would be Pixelate, Hyper Voice, and typing, but other than that, they're just very bulky. Starmie gets Rapid Spin, so like she got like very good, she has a really good team in my opinion. But Rapid Spin, good water psychic type, gets Natural Cure. One of the best Rapid Spin users in the game, in my opinion. You got Porygon Z, hits really hard with that adaptability. Tri Attack can be run in Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. A lot of coverage to get Dark Pulse as well. Gliscor, always annoying. 4 times weakness with that Landorus. So I mean, I'm pretty sure she won't bring both. I'm positive she won't bring both because that'd be insane. Gliscor could be gets that Poison Heal, defensive. Stealth Rocks could be run offensively with Swords Dance, I could say. Finally, last but not least, we got Celesteela. Oh, that's Celesteela, nice Celesteela. It can be run many ways. It gets that speed, it gets that beast boost. She could run it like physically offensive. She could run it with special offensive or especially defensive. Physically defensive gets Leech Seed, Air Slash, Flamethrower. Very good steel flying type. Could definitely be a problem for our team. But I have Victini, so I don't know if she'll bring it. But other than that, I already told her our team. You can go ahead right into the team order as you can see on your screen. We got our 6 Pokemon. Like I said, I'm not bringing the normal physically defensive Azumarill. But this time we are bringing Azure the Azumarill with the Citrus Berry with the huge power, of course. We got the Aqua Jet, Play Rough, Waterfall, Belly Jump, the standard Belly Jump set, except the EVs are different. We can go ahead and get into more detail here. We got 68 HP, 252 max attack, Adamant, 4 in defense, 12 in speed depth, at 172 speed. I have 172 EVs in speed, mainly for the reason of when I set up a Belly Drum, I need to outspeed Vaporeon and Sylveon. The only reason it's 172 specifically because I can imagine I can imagine Selisong bringing like enough speed on Vaporeon to outspeed a max or a no speed invested Decidueye, which is like a 5-point difference. So if she does do that, I have to bring like at least this much speed to outspeed her, at least outspeed the Vaporeon, because I really don't want to get burned by it. And yeah, that's just the main thing. I'm not really worried about Sylveon in terms of speed because I don't think it will. And if it does, it's gonna be like max speed Choice Scarf or something like that. But yeah, we got Waterfall for main stab, Play Rough, Aqua Jet, Belly Drum. The main things that I can set up Belly Drum on is Landorus. Well, it can be, it's several. It depends on the situation. But if it's like Charizard and doesn't have Thunder Punch, I can have Belly Drum. If it's mainly, it's gonna mainly be Vaporeon if I click Belly Drum. The only problem is that I have to scout for Roar and I have to hope I don't get burned. And Bisharp. And I don't think Bisharp, but nor Starmie, definitely Gliscor, and maybe Celesteela as well. So I would say Gliscor, Vaporeon, Donphan, Landorus. I mean, it really depends on the situation, but I can definitely see myself clicking Belly Jump, either putting a huge dent in her team, and Azumarill dies, or just sweeping from here on out. But yeah, that's our set right there. Oh my god, I got hurting my elbow. But that's it right there. Not much to it. Gotta get this through really quick. We got this Pyugamugu checkmate. We're bringing max HP, max defensive with unaware. We're bringing unaware for the first time this season. Bringing unaware for the first time this season because, you know, why not? And we're gonna bring that baton pass, that counter, recover, and memento. This is solely for the Mega Charizard X, the Bisharp, and the Landorus if they set up. If they set up with D-Dance, Swords Dance, or anything like that, I can eat up the hit. Because even with Charizard, if he's like, or she, if she's like max HP, max attack, not max speed, max attack Jolly, then I eat a Thunder Punch. It does like 41 to 50% with leftovers, so I should definitely be able to stall it out. If she sets up with D-Dance, it doesn't matter because of unaware, so she'll always be doing that same amount of damage. And if she hits me with Thunder Punch, I click counter, bam, that thing's dead. Definitely out of here. Well, most likely. If she gets the max roll, that'd be great. But if she doesn't, she probably lives. Just depends. And I have recover for recovery because if I don't, because I don't outspeed. Baton pass because, you know, why not? Slow initiative. Counter, like I said, for that Thunder Punch and Dragon Claw, also for Landorus and Bisharp. And we also have Memento for situations in which I can Memento something and then kill myself, go into Azumarill, click Belly Drum, and then go on from there. And yeah, that's basically our Pyugamugu, not much to say. Next up, we got Batman 1.5, finally bringing it ever since week 1. Jesus Christ. We got the Eviolite with Infiltrator in case the Mega Char X decides to do something cheeky and run something like Substitute. And I can get a Toxic off like you see. I have Poison Fang to hit the Sylveon and the Vaporeon. Get that 50% poison, I believe. We got that Toxic, Roost, and Super Fang. Super Fang to do 50% every time, and Roost for that recovery. We're mainly physically defensive with enough speed. We got 12 in EVs and speed just so I don't get speed grab. 4 in attack to up that Poison Fang, and 12 in Spadef. Because why not? And next up, we got MVP the Victini. I'm pretty sure we brought Victini to every match. Yeah, we got that Choice Scarf set. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I made this up in like half an hour. Like, yeah, it's crazy, right? But we got V-Crate, first time I'm bringing it this time. V-Crate, U-Turn, Will-O-Wisp, and Bolt Strike. V-Crate for main stat to hit things, to just basically hit hard. And I could bring Blue Fair, but I don't want to, because I just don't want to. And we got U-Turn, because one thing for sure is that he's not bringing all 3 of his ground types, or else that's just really bad. But we got U-Turn for initiative, we got Will-O-Wisp, and we got Bolt Strike. Bolt Strike to hit the Vaporeon and the Starmie, and I guess U-Turn gets the Starmie too, but V-Crate is our main stab. And we have Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp mainly solely for the fact that I could leave with this Victini, she leaves with Landorus, I outspeed no matter what, I click Will-O-Wisp, land it, Landorus is burned, then yeah, I can set up on that thing with a Azumarill. If she leaves with Donphan, she'll probably expect me to switch out, I can click Will-O-Wisp, that thing's burned too, I can set up on that. I can also burn, this is also for the Bisharp. Victini, in terms of using Victini against a team with Bisharp, if that Bisharp is on my Victini, Sucker Punch will most likely kill me. Actually, it doesn't kill me, actually, even if it's Adamant Life Orb. With that max HP, I actually live. But I don't want to take that damage. So, instead of me clicking something like V-Crate and she clicks Sucker Punch and I'm almost dead, basically, I get to click Will-O-Wisp, she clicks Sucker Punch fails, and I burn the Bisharp, which is great. She does have 2 Clerics on her team, but at least it forces her to click Heal Bell or Aromatherapy. And, you know, I mean, it's better in the long term. If I burn her on the turn she clicks Sucker Punch or Pursuit, then I take less damage and then I can switch out safely, taking at least the least amount of damage as possible. Max HP, max attack, max HP, max speed. This is also to outspeed Mega Charizard X. Even though I have nothing to hit it, I don't think it was as necessary with Azumarill and Pyugamugu. Next up we got Kenny, our new Kamal that we dropped for Delcatty. We got leftovers, bringing the nice Spadef wall. We got Rapid Spin, Wish, Protect, and we ain't playing this song. But we got Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin to get rid of rocks, basically. And yeah, that's the only form of hazard. She has 4 ways of getting rid of rocks, I believe. Yeah. And Wish Protect, so I can get that guaranteed recovery. And I have Wood Hammer, so I don't get walled by Vaporeon. Also hits Donphan and Stormy for good damage, and also Azelf. So, and also Porygon Z, but you know, like, Wood Hammer is just really good move on Kamala. Just basically hit hard and get as much damage as possible. Kind of force the Vaporeon to Wish and switch out. But yeah, there's not much to say. 12 in speed, so I don't get outsped by Sylveon or Speed Crept. Last but not least, we got Excadrill. I gotta give props to my friend Brent. I had Decidueye, but he kind of opened my eyes to me using Excadrill. We have a Shuckaberry with the Earthquake, Toxic, Stealth Rock, HPI. This is basically gonna probably be my lead. Maybe, I'm not for sure. Probably gonna be my lead, but Excadrill is just great. I mean, I needed a rock user, and Excadrill is my only rock user, so I mean, it's alright. So we got Stealth Rocks for that hazards, like I said. We got Toxic for things like Donphan and Landorus. Maybe Charizard X as well. HP Ice. I know I know its special attack is like literally nothing, but you know, at least HP Ice will hit Gliscor and Landorus for some damage instead of Earthquake, whereas Earthquake will do nothing. And we got Earthquake for main step. I'm able to hit that as up because of Mold Breaker. But yeah, that is our team right there. And yeah, that's our team. Hopefully we do pretty well. I did make up this team in like half an hour, but I will see you guys in a bit. Well, why in a bit? I mean, you guys are gonna see this like right now. So you know, we're gonna go into scene 3 and we're gonna pull up this match right here. We got Chase versus Selisong. Of course it's a replay. Now I'm gonna give you guys a heads up that this match turned out to be very, very long. So I hope you guys got some Coke, Lay's, chips. I don't care what you got. Mainly I recommend barbecue flavor. But we got right in this team. You guys know her squad. Her squad consists of all the threats I basically mentioned. She has the Landorus T, Mega Charizard X, Vaporeon, Sylveon, Bisharp, and Azo. In terms of leads, I was thinking Excadrill, but I didn't want to burn my Shuckle Berry yet, so I decided to lead with my Victini, as I can burn the Landorus first turn, or just decide to go for a U-turn and switch out. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go. Oh wait, bruh, I keep thinking or whatever. I'm gonna click play, and we're gonna go ahead and see what this match. She leads with Vaporeon, so she predicted my Excadrill. So here she goes for Protect, probably scouting. I'm like, alright, cool. I'm gonna go for U-turn. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna click U-turn either way. I'm gonna go safely into my Kamala, who can't be burned. And yeah, she can go for Scald all she wants, but she goes for Ice Beam, probably predicting my Golbat. Yeah, probably predicting my Golbat, but I should go to Kamala with my Shadef, mainly the thing to take this thing on. I'm gonna go for a Wish for the safe play. She goes for the Protect. My mouth's gonna be so dry after this. But here I go for the Wood Hammer, and I get a crit on the incoming Bisharp. And I think she gets the Wish back up. No, she doesn't. I get the Wish back up. So here I can't stay in. I most likely die. So I'm going to go to my Pikamuku. I take a hit from this thing. She clicks Big Break. Great. I eat that up. Life Orb damage confirmed. She switches out as I'm pretty sure I go for the Baton Pass. No, I go for Counter. I kind of revealed that too early. But here I'm going to go to my Victini. I'm not going to go into my... I'm not going to go into my Kamala because I'm scared of Psyshock. So she goes for Energy Ball, predicting my Pikamuku. Great. I get to go for U-turn again. Could have clicked Bolt Strike, but nah. I'm going to my Golbat, and yeah, this Golbat should be able to wall this thing. I'm going to go for Super Fang. Could have clicked Toxic. She goes for Ice Beam, like, nice, we eat that up, but she freezes me, and that's just perfect. I mean, last time I brought Golbat, I got frozen twice. No, not frozen twice. I brought it. Last time I brought Golbat against Bobbert, it got frozen by an Ice Punch by Buzzwole, and I basically sacked it. So, yeah, I mean, the hacks is real. We're going to go to Golbat gets frozen. Kind of useless. I'm going to try to bait the Scald. I predict the Ice Beam go into Victini. What's up, boy? You want to come in? Why are you hiding? Whatever. Good night. But where was I? Where was I? I forgot. Alright, so I predict the Ice Beam from Golbat, and I go into Victini, eat up the Ice Beam. I go for U-turn as she goes for Protect, and I'm going to try and bait the Scald and try and thaw out my Golbat, because preferably I'd rather have it burned than frozen. So I go for U-turn, goes in a Golbat. She goes for a Wish, so yeah, great play on her part. Kind of probably suspected that. I'm going to go into Kamala. She goes for Ice Beam once more, not going for the Skull, because, you know, she already knows that it's going to thaw me out. So overall, Kamala is just my safe, switching into Vaporeon. She goes into Landorus as I go for a Wish. Because I know she's gonna switch out. I'm gonna take this opportunity, go into Golbat. She goes for Rock Slide, doesn't kill me. I don't care. I'm gonna need as much health on this thing as possible if I want to get this thing alive. But here I go into Excadrill. She goes for Rock Slide. Now I'm gonna try and see. And here on this play, crap. Thankfully I did it in time. So here she went for Rock Slide twice. Now I'm either suspecting Scarf with Rock Slide. If she Scarf with Rock Slide, she'll switch out. And if she's not, then she's gonna click Earthquake, eat my Shellka, and whether or not I get my rocks up. Preferably, I'd rather have her be Scarfed. And here she is Scarfed. She goes into Vaporeon as I do get out my rock, so that's great. Great. So happy I put this on there. Thank you, Brent. Going to Kamala. Safe switch into Vaporeon every time. I can't be status in any kind of way. I go for Wish. She goes for Wish. It's basically a Wish Stalwart. But I'm going to my Golbat. She actually switches out to Bisharp. Good play on her part. Gets that Bisharp nice to pretty much full. As I probably should have wanted to Victini, but it's cool. She goes into Vaporeon as I think I predicted, and I go into Pikamuku. No, I was expecting to take a knockoff from the Bisharp. But here she goes into Azov as I click Baton Pass because I can't do anything to Vaporeon. I'm gonna go into my Victini. I'm Scarfed. I'm gonna click U-turn. Actually, no, I don't click U-turn. Actually, I don't know why I did this. But here, last time I was on Azov with Victini, I clicked U-turn. She went to Vaporeon. So this time I was thinking, alright, I think this time I'm just gonna click V create and see what happens. Because if I click V create on Vaporeon, it's gonna do a decent amount, and I should be able to go into Kamala, so it doesn't matter to me either way. So I go for V create, and she goes into Sylveon. I'm like, great, this thing's out of the way. I was gonna predict, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna go for safe play, get this thing out of here, and Victini picks up a nice kill on the Sylveon. So great thing for us, could have been a problem. But here, I'm not staying in. I'm gonna go into my Golbat. I didn't want to go into Kamala unless she predicted, but here she goes for Shadow Ball, and here I click just to confirm that she's Scarfed. I go into Excadrill to take up the hit, and I was kind of predicting Psychic, and that's the reason why I didn't go into Kamala. But here she went for Shadow Ball twice. I'm like, okay, she's Scarfed or choiced in some way, so I'm gonna go into my Kamala, and she pulls out the Flamethrower, and I'm like, oh, it's not Scarfed. Rip. So this Azov is apparently not Scarfed, but it can't kill me in any kind of way. So I'm gonna click Protect. Well, if she went for Sasha, I probably would have died. But I'm gonna click Protect as she goes in that Vape. I'm gonna go for Wish as she goes for Wish. I'm telling you, this is like a huge entire Wish stall fest. It's insane. But I'm gonna I think here, what happened? Yeah, I go into Victini. She goes into Charizard. So at this point she's gonna get off her Mega, and I'm gonna go for U-turn. And yeah, I do absolutely nothing. I go to my Pyukumuku, and yeah, we eat up the Earthquake like it's nothing. So here I'm just gonna sit back, relax, because this is gonna be a few turns. I go for counter as she goes for D-Dance, and yeah, she goes for Dragon Claw, and here I click counter, and it barely misses the kill. So predicting the roost, I'm gonna click recover, and I'm just gonna sit quiet until something happens, because I know something happens. She goes for roost. Yep. Click counter. And here she finally switches out, knowing that she can't do crap. So I go for counter because I didn't know whether she's going to attack me or not. But either way, I get a clean baton pass. And even though she goes for Wish, I'm going to take this opportunity to go into Azu. And here is where it happens. You guys already see the belly jump. I know this Vaporeon's whole moveset. Wish, Protect, Scald, Ice Beam. Now, by doing this, by baton passing out into Azu, I can click belly drum. But here I take the risk. If I click belly drum, she clicks Scald, because there's no way she's clicking Protect, because she went for Wish. If I click Flare Up, Band-Aid player won't even kill, so she knows she lives, so it doesn't matter. She clicks Scald, guaranteed, right? I click belly drum, and 30% of the time she gets burned, or I get burned. If I don't get burned, and I get this belly drum off, I guaranteed win, and that's GG. But we go for belly drum. We got that even amount of HP. Citrus pops. Let's see what happens. Goes for Scald, burn, and she gets the burn. So yeah, we don't win just yet. Not what am I talking about? Oh my god, this burn literally just made it harder for us to win, because if I literally got that, I would have. So basically, she's here stalling out, getting as much burn damage as possible. Even if she gets this Wish back up the following turn, I'll still be able to OHKO it, so it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter because I'm gonna kill something guaranteed. So she goes into Landers. I guess she realized that I wasn't gonna do crap this match. But this Landers goes down. I know I was getting at least one kill. But here, because of that burn, I'm getting residual damage every turn. And with the Protect on Vape to patch it all up, yeah, my Vape, it's just crazy. So here, I calculated, if she's Jolly, I'm at 29%. If she's Jolly Life Orb, a Sucker Punch should not kill me. Like I said, if she's Jolly Life Orb, this Sucker Punch should not kill me. I go for Aqua Jet. Sucker Punch kills me. This thing is adamant. And because this thing is adamant, this thing makes it a lot more harder. If I went for Aqua Jet and I didn't die, I would have took this thing down solo. But here, I go into Victini, and wow, thankfully enough for her, she goes in a Vape, eats up the Will-O-Wisp. So my plan didn't exactly work. But here I go into Kamala. There's no way she can get rid of the burn. But we're now 5-4. And this could have been a 6-0, but it wasn't. But here, you can see that I switched in Victini on a Scald. And you're probably wondering, like, why'd you do that? So, because I was in with Kamala, I clicked Wish. Or, no, I didn't click Wish. But I switched in Kamala onto Vape on the turn she clicked Wish. Now, I was really expecting her to go back out into Charizard. Or to something else. I didn't think she was going to stay in. So, predicting potentially Bisharp or Charizard, I went out into Victini, but she instead just stays in and clicks Scald, and I was like, rip, that was a bad misplay. So here I go for U-turn, get the heck out of there, go back into Kamala. This, like I said, is my switch in for it every time. So Kamala's here, standing strong with that nice little log pillow. We go for the wish. She goes for Scald again. Doesn't matter to me, because I'm gonna get this wish up in the next turn, and she can't kill me regardless. So here I'm gonna go for Wood Hammer, and it does like 46% to a KO. And she actually could have killed me with Scald right here, but she actually makes a prediction and thinks that I'm gonna go into my Golbat as she clicks Ice Beam. So I wouldn't say it was a misplay on her part, and I wouldn't say it was a good play on my part, because I think it's either or. Because if she clicked Scald, my Kenny would have died, like for real. Like I would have lost right there. I didn't think Wood Hammer would have gave me that much recoil, but considering that it's Vaporeon and its HP is massive, I should have known better. But thankfully enough for us, she predicts, goes for Ice Beam. We live barely, get that wish back up and the leftovers. I can kill with another Wood Hammer, but she's gonna switch out. I know it. She goes into Charizard. I should have predicted this, but I didn't. I go for Wood Hammer, does absolutely nothing. But here, forced to go on a Pikamuku. I don't care if she predicts me. I'm gonna go on a Pikamuku. Goes for Dragon Claw, does less than 50. I'm totally fine. Goes for Roost. I know she's gonna do that. I go for Recover. Even if she clicked Dragon Claw, she wouldn't have done it. She goes for D-Dance, which I was... Oh my god. So here, I click Baton Pass, and I go into my Excadrill. Now, if you guys stuck around for the team builder, you would know that this Excadrill has a Shuca Berry. And here, I wasn't expecting this Charizard to click Dragon Dance, because my Pikamuku walls it for days. I mean, unless she was willing to go with the stall turns to just stall out all my counters, then yeah, I can understand. But D-Dance did nothing for her in that situation, unless she, like I said, she was trying to stall. But I have one good chance of getting this Charizard out of the way, and that chance is with Shuca Berry Excadrill. When I clicked Baton Pass, I was like, oh shoot, now I have to sack something. But then I looked at Charizard and I realized that she doesn't have Fire Stab. She has Roost, Dragon Dance, Earthquake, and Dragon Claw. +1 Dragon Claw doesn't kill me, and I know she's adamant. I know she's adamant. I forgot how, but I know she's adamant. But here, the main thing she'll do is click Earthquake, right? This Rufus would have been dead. Even if I'm Scarf, I don't kill. But the thing is that I'm max HP, max defensive Impish with the Shuca Berry, and since she doesn't have Fire Staff, she has to click EQ. I guaranteed live this EQ, but my EQ isn't guaranteed. My EQ does like 85 to 103, so it's like, if I recall, a 25% chance to kill. But at this point, it's my only chance. So here, she clicks Earthquake. We barely living Excadrill. Rufus! We click Earthquake, and she lives on 1! I'm sorry for all those years. She lives on 1. She picks us off with an Earthquake. I'm like, oh my god. I go into Victini, and I'm just... well, you guys already saw what happened. We didn't get swept, but it was insane, because if Excadrill just did like... If she put a little bit more effort into that, the Charizard would have been dead. But I mean, because I know this thing is adamant, I know I can just go into Victini, click U-turn, I'm max speed Scarf. This Charizard's not a problem. So we are 4-3. That Charizard should have died, even though it was a 24% chance. But here I go to Pikamuku, go for its Baton Pass, as she goes for Wish. Go back into my Kamala, because you know, this is my switching every time. And yeah, this Vaporeon. She clicks Protect because she doesn't want to die to Wood Hammer. I mean, I could have clicked Wish too, but I didn't feel like I had to. I don't think so. Nah. Mid or vid. I don't know. I go for Wood Hammer as she switches into Azelf. And yeah, it takes her down to 12%. I know for sure that this Azelf is not living upon switching anymore. But she goes for Shadow Ball. Predicts my Victini as she went for Dazzling in the last turn. I go for Wish, and Kamala is gonna get a nice kill with Rapid Spin. Who would have known? I think I actually killed someone with Rapid Spin earlier in the season. I don't know. But she goes into Bisharp, and this is scary, because this Bisharp could be the reason why I lose. So I go into Kenny. Well, she goes into Bisharp, and I have to... Well, here at this point, it's not a problem yet, but I can safely go into Pikamuku, eat up a knockoff, and I should be able to click either counter or recover this following turn. Preferably recover. If I click recover, and I guarantee live a hit. I live any hit she goes for, barring a crit. But I live a hit, I click recover, and yeah, I should be able to stall out this Bisharp, get to full HP, and just click counter at some point. But, however, she knocks off my leftovers, Life Orb, goes for Iron Head. And on this turn, in my mind, I was saying, if I get flinched, I'm on the flinch part. If I get flinched, this could be a huge problem because I'm at 30% and knockoff kills me. It was like 29.4, but that's like mid roll. But she kicks the Iron Head and she flinches me. So I'm forced to go into Golbat. This is scary. I took so long on these last 2 turns because if my Pyukumuku didn't get flinched, that game would have been mine. Because I want to say it would have been mine, but it would have been easier for me. Because here, because of that, I died to a knockoff most likely. And here I'm just gonna sack my Golbat. It's my least useful Pokemon. Wow, it's lagging. But Golbat goes down, and I'm forced to go into Victini. She switches out, goes into Vape, and Victini was my only option. Here I went for Will-O-Wisp, as she makes a good play, goes for Vape, and here I could make a really ballsy play. I could either stay in, predict her to predict me to go into Komala as she goes into Bisharp and click Will-O-Wisp again, or I can switch into Komala. But if she predicts me, then I'm in a bad spot, and here I go into Komala, or I go into Bisharp, I think. No, not Bisharp, I go into Pyukumuku, I think. Yeah, I go into Pyukumuku, and she predicts me goes into Bisharp, so if I went for the double Willow, that would have been game. But here, Pyukumuku doesn't live the roll, and this is a very close match. Here, oh my god, alright, so, oh wow, you guys already saw it. Oh my god, I freaking spoiled it. But here on this last turn, you guys already know I click Willow. It was either I click Bolt Strike, predict a Vape, and that thing dies. She goes into Bisharp, and yeah, or I click Willow, and she stays in. She either clicks Knock Off or Sucker Punch, and I burn this thing. But best case scenario for us, I click Willow, she clicks Sucker Punch, it fails, I land the Willow, this Bisharp is burned, and that should be GG. I go into Komala, I eat up any hit from this thing, even a crit Brick Break doesn't kill me. She gets Life Orb and burn damage. I can freely click Protect, and Victini gets that kill. And that should be GG, as she does bring in the Vaporeon. And here she goes for Protect as I go for the Wish. And here I'm just going to go straight up for the Wood Hammer. And she goes for Protect again. I go for Wood Hammer. Takes her down to 6%. And Wish comes true. And yeah, like I said, that's game. Wood Hammer. Crit didn't matter. And your Dark City Dapsels are now 5-0. I don't even know my differential anymore. But that was a very close match. Props to Selisong, man. Like, I'm so surprised. She hasn't won a game yet. Yet she gave me the closest match I could have had this whole season. Oh my god. I want to say thank you to Selisong. I'm sorry if I offended her in any way. I don't think I did, but she said that it was probably her best match in a long time. Probably one of the best matches I've had in a long time. But then you get into Selisong. GG, very good game. You had me on the freaking edge. You had me on the edge. Oh my god. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're up until this point, I don't know how long this video is. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We're 5-0. Your Dark City Dapsels are the only ones undefeated at this point. And hopefully it stays like that. Hopefully. And yeah, I will see you guys next time in week 6 of the IPA against Hinata. Coach of the Greenland Gamma. I'm pretty sure it's Hinata. But other than that, like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.